red, the blood of angry men. Black, the dark of ages past. Red, a world about to dawn. Black.
Hi everyone, and this is Ray Ray
and Saki
with the AP World News. And today we're going to tell you about the French Revolution. One of the causes of the French Revolution was that the nobles and the clergy didn't have to pay taxes, which led to France going into debt because they funded the American Revolution in 1789.
King Louis XVI was spending half the national budget to pay for the debt. Not only were they economically weak, but the 2 decades of poor cereal harvest, drought, cattle disease, and skyrocketing bread prices had kindled unrest among patients and the urban poor.
Because of the raise of food prices, it led to famine. We have a short interview with a survivor of the French Revolution.
Please, sir, some bread, please.
Many expressed their desperation and resentment toward a regime that imposed heavy taxes yet failed to provide relief by rioting, looting, and striking.
Here's a quick historical reenactment of what happened.
Give me your money and baguettes.
In the fall of 1789, Louis XVI's Consul General Charles Alexandre de Calonne proposed a financial reform package that included universal land tax from which the privileged class would no longer be exempt.
To gain support for the measures and install a growing aristocratic revolt, the king summoned the Estates General, an assembly representing France's clergy, nobility, and middle class. Delegates of the 3 estates from each locality would compile lists of grievances to represent to the king. We brought you here today to an indoor tennis court because this is where the 3rd estate left the Estates General to make their own to become the National Assembly. They came here to swear the tennis court oath, an oath that made them swear to not give up until a constitutional monarchy was established. Louis XVI grudgingly absorbed all 3 orders into the new assembly.
On June 14, rioters stormed the Bastille fortress in an attempt to secure gunpowder and weapons. Many consider this event in France as a national holiday known as the start of the French Revolution.
On August 4th, the Assembly adopted the Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen, a statement of democratic principles grounded in the philosophical and political ideas of Enlightenment thinkers like Jean-Jacques Rousseau. This document proclaimed the Assembly's commitment to replace the Ancien regime with a system based on equal opportunity, freedom of speech, popular sovereignty, and representative government.
Adopted on September 3, 1791, France's first written constitution established monarchy in which the king enjoyed royal veto power and the ability to appoint ministers.
In April 1792, the newly elected Legislative Assembly declared war on Austria and Prussia. They hoped to spread its revolutionary ideals across Europe through warfare. The political crisis took a radical turn when a group of insurgents led by the extremist Jacobins attacked the royal residence in Paris and arrested the king on August 10, 1792.
The Legislative Assembly was replaced by the National Convention, which proclaimed the end of the monarchy and the establishment of the French Republic.
Louis XVI was seen as an enemy of revolution. He was then sentenced to death by guillotine.
No, please!
Monsieur, I bless your name.
I am ready, Fantine.
Monsieur.
His death then initiated the Reign of Terror. The Reign of Terror was seen as the most violent and turbulent phase of the French Revolution.
The Jacobins seized control of the National Convention from the more moderate Girondins and instituted a series of radical measures, including the establishment of a new calendar and the eradication of Christianity.
They also unleashed the Bloody Reign of Terror, a 10-month period in which suspected enemies of the revolution were guillotined by the thousands. Many of the killings were carried out under orders from Robespierre, who dominated the Draconian Committee of Public Safety, until his own execution on July 28, 1794. His death then marked the beginning of the Thermidorian reaction, a moderate phase in which the French people revolted against the Reign of Terror's excesses.
On August 22, 1795, the National Convention, composed largely of Girondins, survived the Reign of Terror. They approved a new constitution that created France's first bicameral legislature.
Executive power would lie in the hands of a 5-member directory appointed by Parliament. Royalists and Jacobins protested the new regime, but were swiftly silenced by the army, now led by a young and successful general named Napoleon Bonaparte. Directory's 4 years in power were riddled with financial crisis, popular discontent, inefficiency, and political corruption. By the late 1790s, the directors relied almost entirely on the military to maintain their authority and had ceded much of their power to the generals in the field.
On November 9, 1799, as frustration with their leadership reached a fever pitch, Bonaparte abolished the Directory and appointed himself as the France's first consul. The event marked the end of the French Revolution and the beginning of the Napoleonic era, in which France would come to dominate much of continental Europe.
In the end, the nobles gradually came back, but with less power. The Catholic Church returned, but weaker. And when Napoleon fell, the monarch was restored. The French Revolution played a critical role in shaping modern nations by showing the world the power inherent in the will of the people. That concludes our show for today. Thank you for watching.
We will live again in freedom in the garden of the Lord. We will walk behind the plowshare. We will put away the sword. The chain will be broken and all men will have their reward. Will you join in our crusade?
I feel like you're acting so dead in this.
Oh, wait, what was the thing?
Okay.
Ready?
Okay, you got this. Ready?
Close your eyes. Just stop smiling. Close your eyes. I just need 5 seconds, okay, Sarah? Stop smiling.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Luckily, we're done.
But we're not